Hello everyone, welcome to our lesson number 7, which is equilibrium of parallel forces. So we are done discussing the equilibrium of concurrent force. So for this one, we will be having the equilibrium of parallel forces. Okay, so at the end of the module, students will be able to express the conditions of equilibrium using torque concepts and apply conditions of equilibrium for parallel force system. Okay, so first let's discuss what is beam. Beam is a long horizontal structural member designed to resist loads applied perpendicularly to its axis. So, hindi na po bago sa atin yung term na beam, hopefully, since you are civil engineering students. So, kung titignan po natin, yung beam daw, long horizontal structural member, hindi po ba, yun yung kung sa Tagalog yung tinatawag nating biga. Okay? Yun po yung tinatawag nating beam. Okay, so ano ba yung mga different types of beams na meron tayo? Meron tayong tinatawag na cantilever. Okay? We also have the overhanging. We also have the simply supported, continuous, fixed-ended, and cantilever simply supported. So, dito sa cantilever, makikita nyo, ito po yung beam natin mismo. Pero supported siya ng fixed wall or fixed-ended. Okay, so tapos dito sa beam na ito, wala nang other support. Okay. Next, we have the simply supported. Simply supported sa long beam. Okay, ito yung beam natin. We have here sa kanyang left side yung pin or hinge ended, and sa right side is yung roller. Pero at pwede naman na yung roller ang asa left side, yung hinge yung nasa right side. So, as long as nakita nyo na yung problem is beam, composed of beam and hinge and roller support, tinatawag po natin yung simply supported. Okay, next, overhanging. Sa overhanging, makikita nyo doon sa beam na yun, merong mga nakalabas. Kumbaga may mukhang sobra. Okay, pero supported siya sa gitna. So, yun yung overhanging. Next is the continuous. Sa continuous naman, supported siya ng isang pin and the rest is roller. Okay, so medyo mas madami na siyang support compared dito kay simply supported. Next is fixed-ended. So, compare natin sa cantilever. Si cantilever, one fixed-ended lang yung support niya. For fixed-ended, both fixed po siya. Next is cantilever simply supported. So, we have here the fixed side and then the roller. So, kahit na reverse side siya, okay lang po. Same tawag sa kanila. Okay. So, we have here example number 1, determine the reactions for the shown below. Okay, so paano ba kasi natin sinusolve yung equilibrium of parallel forces? For equilibrium of parallel forces, ang naisosolve na po kasi natin dyan ay yung mga reaction sa support. Okay, so hopefully at this point, alam nyo na kung ano yung mga sinusolve per lesson. Kasi po, doon nyo nalalaman kung paano natin aatakihin yung mga problem na yun. So for this lesson, since we are already at the equilibrium of parallel forces, ang sinusolve na po natin dito is reactions sa support. Okay? So, determine the reactions for the shown below. We have here different forces. May 300 pounds. We have 100 pounds per feet. And we have already the 400 pounds. Okay, so, we have concentrated load. And then, meron tayong uniform load. So, our distance is already at feet unit. Okay, so wala na tayong kailangang i-convert since lahat naman is in terms of feet. Okay. Ngayon, paano ba natin isosolve? So, let's try to solve first yung reaction, kahit na anong reaction sa kanila. So, kung ano yung mas comfortable sa inyo. So, ngayon, kung i-consider kasi natin itong 100 pound feet papunta kay R2, kailangan muna natin siyang gawing resultant. I-solve muna natin yung resultant niya. Hindi po ba natakal na natin siya sa lesson 5, I think. Okay? Or lesson 4, parang something like that. About the resultant of parallel. Hindi po ba na tackle na natin doon kung paano mag-solve ng resultant ng bawat loads. Okay, so at this point, meron tayong given na uniform load. So let's try to compute its resultant. Okay, so ang kanyang distance, kabuang distance niya is 6 plus 8. So we have 14 feet. Okay. Ngayon, ano ba yung distance ng ating resultant when it comes to uniform load? Hindi po ba ang distance ng rectangular or uniform load is the length over 2. So since we have 14 feet na kabuuan over 2, ang kanyang resultant ng mismong uniform load is nasa around 7 feet. So this, from our first point hanggang sa 7 feet, andoon nag-a-act yung ating resultant, which is, ano ba ang resultant ng uniform load? It's the load, or yung W is for load, right? Times the length ng ating uniform load. So we have the 100 pounds per feet times 14. We have 140 or 1,400 pounds per feet. Okay, so 1,400 pounds na lang po pala. Kasi magka-cancel yung feet. Cancel. So, 1,400 pounds. So, yun po yung value ng ating resultant, which is 1,400 pounds. Well, for the distance, mula sa ating reaction 1, we have 1 feet na lang. Okay. So, ang natira dito is 7 feet. So, hati-hati na natin siya based on the given. Okay. So, let's try to identify yung reaction natin kay point 2. But then, pwede po kayong mag-reaction kay point 1 as long as tama. Okay. So, how are we going to compute? Okay. So, kung So, kung sa ating previous lesson, summation forces horizontal, is equals to 0. Summation forces vertical is equals to 0 lang yung ginagamit natin. Ngayon, i-include na natin yung summation moment is equals to 0. So, tatlo na po yung kinukonsider nating equilibrium equation. Sa ating paghahanap ng reaction, since 2 unknowns ang meron tayo dyan, okay, so, pwede nating gamitin ang summation moment muna sa isang point para mahanap natin yung reaction nung isa. Okay, let's try. Mag-summation moment tayo kay 2 or kay sa R2 dito. So, 0, assume clockwise is positive. So, let's identify kung paano ang ikot ng lahat ng forces papunta kay R2. So, we have 300 pounds. Iikot po siya kay R2, which is counterclockwise. So, we have 300 pounds, negative 300 pounds. And yung kanyang distance is, so, we have 6 plus 8 plus 2. We have 14 plus 2, 16. Next, we have the resultant na 1,400 pounds. Iikot din po siya ng counterclockwise. So, negative 1,400 pounds times yung kanyang distance, which is, hindi po ba naayos natin ang kanyang formation, kanyang distance. So, we have the 7 plus yung 2, we have 9. And then, ano pa? I-consider din po natin yung R1, okay? So, pag naghanap tayo ng reaction, pati po yung reaction doon sa support na yun is kasama since force din po yung kino-compute natin doon. So, iikot po siya kay R2 ng pa-clockwise. So, positive R1 times yung kanyang distance, which is 8 plus 2. We have 10 feet. And then, lastly, meron pa tayong 400 pounds na iikot kay R2 ng clockwise din. So, 400 times yung distance niya na 4 feet equals 0. So, huwag niyo pong kakalimutan na i-equate niyo siya sa 0 since ang ating topic is equilibrium. So, dapat kasi, ang purpose ng support is mabubuhat niya lahat ng loads na bit-bit nung buong beam. So, kaya tayo nag-equilibrium para balance lahat. So, we have the value of R1 na 1,580 pounds. Okay. So, positive siya. Ibig sabihin, tama yung assume natin na lahat ng ikot ay positive and ay ng clockwise is positive. Okay, tama yung assume natin. Next is, we have the R2. Since nagamit na natin si summation moment, ano pa sa dalawang ito ang pwede natin gamitin? So, obviously, si summation forces vertical na lang yung kailangan natin gamitin kasi yung summation forces horizontal ay for horizontal forces. Wala naman po tayo nakikitang horizontal forces, di ba? Okay. Ngayon, kung isa summation forces vertical natin is equals to 0, upward is positive, ano po ba? Ang mga forces natin, we have 300 pounds, negative. We have the resultant, negative 1,400. We have 400. Yung R1 natin, positive, na may volume 1,580. And then, yung ating unknown na R2, upward din. So, positive R2 equals 0. So, i-type lang po sa ating calculator. Equals 0. We have value of 520 pounds. Okay. So, paano po natin malalaman na tama po yung ating ang tama po yung ating computation. So, we have okay. So, lahat ng downward forces natin ay kung ito total po natin, plus 1,400, plus 400, equivalent po nito ay 2,1. And then, yung ating reaction, which is 1,580 plus 520, meron din po tayong 2,1. Therefore, equal po sila both. Kasi nga po, ang ating concept when regards to equilibrium ay yung kaya pong buhatin ng support, yung bigat na meron sa ating buong beam. So, tandaan nyo din po na we have 3 equations used here in our equilibrium of parallel forces, the summation forces horizontal, vertical, and summation moment. So, I hope naintindihan ninyo kung paano mag-solve ng equilibrium of parallel forces. So, if ever you have a question, please do message me. And thank you and have a good day.